We're diving into a real story. A story about trust, about manipulation, about how to start hardworking people, about how smart, hardworking people can lose everything. Not because they're stupid, but because scammers know exactly how to push the right buttons. Have you ever had a day where you thought you shouldn't be doing what you do? Well, that's me today. So this is going to be raw, unedited, and probably not really scripted the way I want it to go. But I've been procrastinating for quite some time, just trying to get in the right frame of mind. And to be honest, I actually just feel like bursting into tears today. Because some of the things that happen before I go live, I can't tell you about. Some of the victim stories that I get, I can't tell you about it. Some of the people that want to pick my brains and ask me for information, I can't tell you about. But it takes an emotional toll, and I can tell you about that. But this story is a sad story and a confusion story. It's about someone, as we call them in New Zealand, over the ditch. It's an Australian who decided to get scammed not once, but twice. And I have an introduction that I asked ChatGPT to put together for me before I went live, and I quite like it, except it started off saying, tonight we're diving into a real story. And I thought, I'm in New Zealand. It is 2:13 in the afternoon. So ChatGPT and AI can be your best friend, and sometimes I'm getting sick of it. I spend most of my day arguing with AI. I even call it naughty words. I get a snigger from the other room, some of the things I say, because it's not human. But when you are working with humans, using AI to help fight these scammers and stop people from getting scammed, it's hard work. So I just had what I call an express chat with a young person. And when I say young person, probably somebody who's 35 years of age. And they have invested in an opportunity and got their money out, and also taken some winnings along the way. All because they watched a video of mine and they got concerned and they whipped their money out and took some winnings with it. But now they want to wait to see what happens, but they're still on the fence, even though they've taken their money out. And then I've got other stories like this dear Australian guy who's lost $175,000, well, near about, and then decided to put another $62,000 into another scam, who's mortgaged his house in a desperate plea to get enough money so his daughter can go to university. These are real stories. This is real. Anyway, let's carry on reading the description that ChatGPT told me to do. You're about to hear about how an Australian investor was lured into a fake crypto trading platform called Up-Business, which later rebranded itself to AliBarbit. Now, I'm sorry, but those two names to me straight away tell me scam. I must be breathing this stuff in. AliBarbit. AliExpress, AliBarbit, association, Up Business, positive naming, Up Business, betraying potentially to the person that if you participate, you're going to have a business. Well, he thought he was building his future for his family. Instead, he was being groomed by criminals. This isn't some far away crime. I don't like the fact that you've used that ChatGPT. It's not flow out of Danny's mouth. This isn't some far away crime. Must be because he's over the ditch. But it's happening right now. You go to Facebook, they're facilitating scammers. They help scammers. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, they all help fight scams. No, they don't. They facilitate scams and spam. They are the people that let these criminals place adverts that are there to target your profile. WhatsApp is inside your phone. It says on Facebook, on WhatsApp, and inside your phone. I'm going to have a look at my phone. Oh, these criminals are in my phone. Anyway, and the same people running these scams are still out there, rebranding, relaunching, and targeting new victims every day. Have I got your interest here? We've got Queen of Karma in the chat room here. She's awesome. She is a trooper. She is a soldier, and she is amazing. And she's my friend of the channel, and I'm a friend of her channel. We hang out together. I'm going to show you exactly how this scam works step by step so you can spot it before it happens to you. Now, why am I talking to you? Grab a coffee, sit back. This one's going to make your blood boil. So that was my introduction. So let's get stuck into it. Wonder if this worked. Oh my goodness, it worked. All right, so this is my website, and you can support me by clicking on that support button when you're on my website and give me $5, because that's why I do these videos, for the money. Just if you think that's real, then you probably need to unsubscribe and go away. I think most people know that's not what I'm here for. However, I've just redone the wording on my homepage of my website, if you haven't seen it lately, and I've even added a lovely blog here. Listen to this. I investigate organized fraud and name and shame the people behind it. That's what I do. I added a wee podcast intro to my website. But in here, you can actually see, you can go through here and you actually see that when you get to the very bottom part, when you're talking about money, because a lot of people don't have money after they've been scammed, but they come to me for help. You can have an express chat, which I had this morning. You can sponsor a review, which is what I'm sort of doing a review on this website that's already fallen over. Or you can get a support session. And that's when you've lined up your razor blades and you think, oh my God, I don't want to be here anymore because I've just lost all my money. I might have just joked about that. But the honest truth of it, one of the two people in my family have died by suicide because of the detrimental effects that being part of a religious cult had on their life. They couldn't process it. For whatever reason, they're not here anymore. My sister and my stepfather. My stepfather was actually called Robert de Heck. I took on his name, and that's why I'm called Danny de Heck. My actual real name is another name, which I'm going to tell you. But when I first got involved in fighting scams, an organization reached out to me, and they said they had tracked 11 people who died by suicide who were involved in that scam. So I offer support to people. Now, I'm a wee bit hard-nosed. I'm not going to call you an idiot. In fact, I'm gonna make sure you do something about how you're feeling right now. If you're feeling down, we all get down from time to time. I'm not having the best day today. If you haven't picked up on that, you've missed the boat. But we all need help sometime. And I offer that, even though I am offering to pay for it, get money for it. I'm doing it because I'm trying to find ways to actually get money to do this full time. Because I spend 10% of my life trying to make 80% of the income I need to run my life, when I just want to do this full time. And my day normally starts off with me trying to fight every scammer under the sun. Today we were battling with people impersonating people. I've already had a copyright strike for today by a company where we took their website down. And that means that the video gets taken off the internet for 15 days when I have to write a lovely letter to YouTube and say that I'm willing to defend my right to tell their story about their scam. Their video gets taken off for 15 days, and then I write a letter to YouTube saying that I will go to federal court and defend my right to tell the news as it is, and truthfully and honestly, and then they forward that onto them, and then they get 15 days to put together a trial against me in the federal court so they can get their video back online when I was just talking about their scam. It's crazy. But anyway, that happened today. And also I had this is a real funny one, had a privacy complaint about a video that didn't give me even time to fix the privacy complaint. And it was about a guy who was promoting Homify, which is Joseph Height's, one of his scams. And it's been flagged by Australian financial regulators, Money Smart, as a scam. And I did this video 7 months ago, and it just so happens that Derek Miller, who lives in Australia, is a scammer, and he's trying to scrub his name from my video so he's not associated with it, because he was promoting the scam that's been featured, that's been exposed by the, let's just say, ATO or ASIC over there. And it's just, I have to spend time writing back to YouTube going, hey guys, you realize that video that you just took off is actually helping us fight these scammers. And the guy that asked for it to be taken off is a disgusting bottom feeder of the planet. In fact, he should be put out of his misery and not have to deal with humans anymore, and being ordered to clean the latrines in the local jail every day of his life for the rest of his life, thinking about how good that opportunity was that he promoted, that he said wasn't illegal, even though his government has come out and said, do not get involved in this. This is an illegal activity. And by the way, the video that you just took off, if you could just put it back online, because that was quite valuable to me. I hadn't looked at it for 7 months, admittedly. But anyway, there's another video going off my YouTube channel. But it doesn't stop the 2,300 videos that I still have on my YouTube channel, nor does it stop the 1,500 blogs that I have on my website. And this is another one, ladies and gentlemen. This is a terrible story about a guy that was out there mortgaging his house up to the hills so that he could get enough money to take his daughter to university. And some lovely lady, now he's reached out to us this morning, Homify, that's right. He's reached out to us this morning and he said it's not a romance scam. And I said, look, mate, I've asked you a few questions. I wrote the blog. I gave you a copy of it. I asked you if it was factual and true to the best of your ability. You've said, yes, it is. And then I've put it all into a blog, and I've given him the blog last night to have a look at before I did a video about it. And he's come back this morning and said it wasn't a romance scam. And I said, what were those pictures of that lovely lady then? So that's okay. And I understand he may not romantically got involved, but he was groomed by an individual that wasn't hard on the eyes to look at, not quite my flavor, but that's okay. And she manipulated him. She built a relationship up with him. She befriended him. She showed what they normally do, these romance scams. Is the last Australian that I interviewed, his name was, what was his name? I always remember it, then I forget it. But anyway, he lost $33,600 because I remember that was the same amount of money that I spent defending myself in the New Zealand High Court a couple of years ago, ironically. Crane, his name was something Crane. But anyway, he had invested, I'm going to find it. We'll have to do this. Crane, hold it. Crane. Is it Crane like that? He put $33,000 into, no, not that guy. Oh my goodness, Crane. Australian. Hold it. Let's go for Australia. 33,000. Let's try that. Let's go 33,600 and see if that comes up. That might be a better way of searching. No. What was his name? Tony Crane? Romance. Oh, I'll just do it for romance. Romance. Let's see what we can find. Romance. There'll be a few in there, surely. Let's have a look and searching. Romance. Jennifer Lost. No. Jennifer Lost. No. Recovery. Oh, Recovery Finn. That's been taken down, by the way. I was quite excited about that. Oh, I can't find it. What was his name? Tony Crane? Crane. I can't spell Crane. Anyone want to know how to spell Crane? Help me out down here in the little wee chat box. That'd be quite nice. Alliance Illusion. Why can't I find that? His name was Crane. I'm going to go find it because I've got to tell you a story about how romance scam worked. Because a lot of these romance scams are ran out of the human trafficking compound, which is pretty cool. Not really. I'll just see if I can search Australia. Crane. I'm sure his name was Crane, and I might be saying that wrong. There he goes again. It's Carl. Crane. Pixel. His name was Tony. Let's go, Tony. Tony. Oh, it's not going to happen, is it? It's going to happen. It's going to be, the dog is barking. The dog is barking. Pixel, come here, mate. Pixel, come here. Anyway, what it was, I'll just tell you the story. It's not to bore you to death because you won't even watch the rest of my video at this rate. He basically sold his car, sold a lot of things around the home. He lived at home with his mother, And the lady that was befriending the other Australian guy basically said that she had all these lovely bags and this lovely lifestyle, and she was investing in an opportunity that was $60,000. And she said to the guy, "Would you like to go halves?" And he said, "Well, you're so beautiful and I'm so old. Why won't I do that?" I really want to find this anyway. So, long story short, he sold everything he did, and then he invested in the scam. And then when it come to the 20% they were going to get, by the time he got his money all in order, she explained to him that he had missed out on the opportunity. But don't worry, there was another scam around the corner where if he got another $5,000, because what they call is they pig butcher you, that that he could invest in another opportunity. So he literally did that. I'm going to find this video. I'm sorry, this is going to ruin this whole video, but I sort of don't care. And when I look through here, it's actually quite staggering how many videos I've actually done. Oh, there he is. Romance scam. Now, why didn't his name was Crane. So
what she got me involved.
this guy come on and told me his story so he could help others. He wasn't hiding. He didn't want to be anonymous. He got on here and he told me his story, and it was a shocker. So we found the lovely the shoes that she'd been buying had already also been purchased by another 100 Facebook users. Now, why can't YouTube go through and find all the photos of these bags and remove every profile of everyone that has these bags on their Facebook account? Is that too radical? Facebook? Is it too radical to go through here and think that these people that are using these photos have 100 different YouTube, Facebook accounts that are all fake, and they're all out there misleading people my age, that romance scams? So, here's photos that she was sending him. You get the idea, right?
But the things I was asking her, she always had an answer for, and
Yes.
and had something like she told me about the company that she works with is a fair income company in Malaysia. I looked it up, and yeah, and the other.
I felt so sorry for Stuart Crane, but that was an amazing story. Now that was a true blow. Um, that was a big story. Now, romance scam doesn't mean that you're having a relationship with them, because I think our friend here was married. So I get that, and I'm not accusing him of anything like that. And from my knowledge, he was awesome. So he gave us a lot of information. He gave us an amazing lot of intel. But to me, this is pig butchering, because they befriend you. They fatten the pig up and then they skin every bone. Just like Stuart there, that I finally found his video. He lived at home. All his money went into this girl here. And then when I showed him that there was 100 photos of this girl. Now these days AI makes it even better, because this girl, they're everywhere. And you can pick a girl of your dreams and you can pretend that you're talking to her if you want. But this is the photos that she sent him when she was on holiday, and no joy. So what about this one here? Yeah. So if you're sad and lonely at home and you're looking around the internet and some pretty woman reaches out to you and you think that you won't become a victim, then you really need to listen to what I'm about to get you to listen to, because this is a typical story. This is not like, wow, that really happened. This is every day. Right now on Facebook, there's people advertising to you using their stupid advertising algorithms to fool you into thinking it's real and genuine. They know what you like to do in the wintertime. If it's going down to the pub and having a beer, if it's going out fishing, if it's walking your dog, you will guarantee find a lovely, beautiful lady there walking a dog on the way down to the pub to get you a hamburger with your name on it saying, "Hi, Danny, I'm gorgeous and you're a middle-aged man and I'm going to start communicating with you." It takes 3 months before they fatten you up to take you to the slaughterhouse. And the slaughterhouse isn't actually when they chop you up. Slaughterhouse is taking you to the grooming session where they start saying, "Have you ever wondered how I maintain my lifestyle? Oh, I've just so happened to come across an investment which you might be interested in." So they're grooming you. So we've got photos of the person who's involved in this opportunity. The scam is still that the victim here in this case can still communicate with the people that've stolen his money. He's out of pocket 172,001 scam. And our next video will be scam number 2. And that's how terrible. And this is real. So let's have a listen. Let's get into it before Danny starts talking. That was my introduction.
Interested in how pig butchering scammers rip off people for billions? Here's an anatomy of a victim from start to finish. Someone who took out loans and paid into a crypto investment pig butchering scam.
Took out loans. Don't borrow money to make money. It doesn't work. An Indian Australian who have been scammed twice through pig butchering scams reached out to me. He sent me everything: screenshots, chat logs, wallet addresses, bank details, even a recording of a video with the scammer. In human trafficking compounds, they have people in rooms with lovely rooms set up taking phone calls, talking to people who think they're communicating with the person in the photos. They're not real. I've seen it. It was on a Jim Browning video. You can go in there, and it was a scam that was being investigated by Ken Gamble and Jim Browning. They notified Dubai. 2,000 people in these buildings were scamming people. Dubai, the local police ghosted Ken Gamble and Jim Browning, which is a YouTuber with 4 million subscribers, if you haven't been getting up current events. And then 3 weeks later, he caught some news where they'd raided the building, and there was 2,000 people outside in their underwear for some reason who had been scamming people. They even had a mobile truck outside with an antenna on it because of the amount of communication they were doing on those phones. Every single person that you get message from who says hi, delete, block, report if you can. It's no point. They've got a whole bank of cell phones ready to go to scam you, and they'll keep chipping away at you until they find an angle, because that's why they'll be using AI as well. So he wanted to stay anonymous, but the detail matters. I can't read. Let's go. Whoops. Hey, Susie. Nice to see you there.
He wants to stay anonymous, but that detail matters. This didn't happen somewhere on the internet. It happened to an Australian, and the trail runs through the US, Malaysia, and crypto rails.
Yeah. So I'm going to detail the first of 2 scams. The victim is the same person. Right. Well, she moved, the first telltale sign, she moved us to WhatsApp. And this is why it matters. It began in 2024 August. So from August 2024, remember I said it takes them a while to groom you up. He replied to a Facebook post in a group called Investment Lovers. So we've got screenshots of all this. I'm not going to clog up my blog, but that's what he did. So there was a Facebook group that, then this is the part that really pisses me off. There's a group on Facebook called Investment Lovers, and Facebook allow it to exist. Isn't that incredible? So even if I did go there now and I search, if I just put Facebook, which I don't have a Facebook account, so I can't do this properly, and Investment Lovers, there's a group called Investment Lovers. Now, why does Investment Lovers? 115 members. So you can just about go through here and guarantee any investment opportunity is a scam. And why are these Facebook groups? I don't even know if this is the same one. I'm not saying it is. And what I am saying is, why are people allowed to set up Facebook groups? And why are they allowed to market financial opportunities to people via an advert? If I wanted to advertise on a billboard and tell people that there's $1 million of gold under the government building at such and such street, would I be allowed to advertise in that way or manner? I don't think so. A profile using whatever this person is. Why don't we just, for shits and giggles, because we've gone this far, we didn't come this far, only to come this far. So we've got a profile of a person, which I don't know if it's the same person, but I'm just chucking in their name. And I'm just opening up a few randoms. No, I can't see that one. So look, oh my God, I can't even see what that is, but that doesn't look good. But what I'm getting at here is I can set up, I haven't got Facebook because I got banned because I kept on reporting Facebook groups to Facebook, and eventually the people who own those Facebook groups must have got the better of me, and they managed to shut down my Facebook. So that's why I can't log into Facebook. And I could create a new account. No, you can't. Even though I've got a brand new computer, a new MAC address, they find out. who I am, and they just don't allow me to back it. No, I can't do anything about it because there's no human at Facebook to say I'm the crypto. Well, I'm not the crypto Ponzi scheme inventor. I'm now the Dandy Tech Investigations. So but however, the scammers can set up multiple accounts with well, not that one. That's a little girl. We won't pick on that one. But look, here's just picking a random person, right? So here's a random person. I'm assuming I could even just look at this profile and go, this is a scammer. Not that I'm saying that it is, just in case that person sues me. But what I'm getting at, anybody can set up any Facebook account they want and like this girl and get away with it. But somebody who goes after scammers for a living can't get their Facebook back account because they can't communicate with anyone. So this person, whatever that name is, was claiming to be Poland. I have to read. Sorry, I'm trying to read things myself these days. It's not going to work. Whoop.
Claiming to be in Portland, Oregon. Looked legitimate enough. Family photos, trading chat, the usual gloss. Then she asked to switch to WhatsApp. That move off platform is deliberate. Scammers want you in a private channel where they can't be flagged and where the social proof disappears. Once you accept the switch, the grooming gets easier.
Yeah, it does. And actually, I have actually got some photos here, which I think I can bring up a few. I've got lots of screenshots. I've got a screenshot here of them asking for $50,000 so they can pay the tax on their behalf so they can release the money. That was a good one. But I'll just see if I can find the actual photos, and then you'll get an idea of what they look like, just for shits and giggles. I thought leaving the customer care. I've got all the correspondence, everything here, except the photos. Why can't I find the photos? Maybe it's a scam number 2, and that might be it. Oh yeah, so okay, so we're gonna get. So we've got family photos. So this is still pig butchering. So we've got this one here, this one here. So there we go. So they actually are living in, works at Pharmacist. Can you see that? What else we got? New Delhi. So that's them. And then you've got other photos. Oh, that's all right. Let's have a look at that one. So that there, that's kind of, I don't know, sexy, suppose, isn't it? That's not like, I mean, these aren't, what sort of photos are these? I mean, these investment photos, or are these like we're building relationship photos, There we go with my grandma. And if you look at this photo here, this lady here, these photos don't even look, these pictures on these faces don't even look like real. I can't reverse image search any of these photos, so they don't exist, and I can tell by looking at this photo here, this is not real. This is it's too blurry. But anyway, that's what we had to go with. Let's give that girl 175,000, eh? I'll just shut down these so I can get rid of it. So this is, and I'm not saying romance scam. This is lady to me's, whatever. So that's what happened. All right. So on WhatsApp, she introduced Up-Business.top. Now we're learning these days to put this wee square mark through here, but you go there and there's nothing happen, right? So I go, first of all, I go to this website address and I try to enter it and nothing happens because it's either been taken down. So that's then we've got archive. Visit archive.org. So the first thing I do every time I get a website that I think is running a scam, I put it in archive.org. Now, get this, if this website is it goes back to remember I said August 2024. So the black line here. So then I come through here and I find on the 25th, or the 29th is going to be better, there was a snapshot. So I click on that there. Domains, everyone needs to step up and play this game. I was speaking to a domain provider. I got donated a gift the other day, and it's a domain name. I bidded $1,200 for this domain name, and I lost the auction. Somebody managed to grab that domain name for me, and they gave it to me. It was actually a domain company. They're absolutely amazing. They gave it to me as a gift. Anyway, long story short, I thought it was a scam, investigated it, found out they were just really nice people, and I now own a domain name that I was going to pay $1,200 for. They gave it to me, which is really generous. But I asked them why they don't want to help us fight scammers, because they can turn domain names off, they can stop hosting and the like. And they said, oh, we want people to be able to do whatever they like on their domain name. And I went, really? Why? Why do you want to let people facilitate scams on your platform? They don't care. And they say, oh, we leave it to the authorities. And I said, have you ever tried reporting something to an authority? It's just impossible. Anyway, so I've gone to this website, and as you can see, it's blank. So I can't get, there's 21 captures of this website. And previously I went through, so I can't, they know how to block these. So this is web archive, right? What do you call it? Archive.org. So what I'm getting at here, guys, is I can go to archive.org, and if you wanted to search to see whether Danny DeHeck was a legitimate person, you can type in deheck.com, and you can see that my website started way back in 2002. And then I didn't have it going anywhere, but I've now built a website on it. So you can see since 2000, so the last 5 years, I've got a lot of history. Which is fantastic. And you can come back here, and you can probably click on my website, and you can go back to the day that decided to take 8 grabs of it. And when you click on it, so if Danny says he's been going since 2022, you can normally go back and look at the domain name. So this is my old website, 5 years ago, before I got into scam busting. Danny DeHeck was a serial entrepreneur, connector, and an influencer. That's who I am. In short, I'm a serial entrepreneur, connector, podcaster, influencer. I'm the guy who knows everybody. I've put together my website for a bit of shameless promotion of my services. And here I am in front of a car that got smashed up, that car, by the way. And I owned a little company called Elite 6, which was a business networking company. Oh, this is like memory lane. And you can see so now if you go to my website, you can see it's a completely different monster. And now I'm like Mr. Scam Buster, and doing a whole lot of different things. But that's how you'd find out about who we are. So anyway, let's have a listen. Let's listen to what they offer.
On WhatsApp, she introduced Up-Business.top, pitched as a high-yield, US-based platform powered by something she called AI Quantification. She even name-dropped public figures to make it sound serious. The site looked slick. Looking slick is the cheapest part of the con.
Yeah, public figures. Well, if you haven't been keeping up lately, I've been going after a scam called Goliath Ventures, and they have name dropped big public figures. You can come down here and you can read all about. Oh, that's a message from Homeland Security. But here's the big scammer who's stolen what we believe $500 million. And do you know that guy next door? That's Kalp Patel. He's the head of the FBI director. So we've also got photos with these guys with like rappers and the whole 9 yards. And, they've got this flash sports cars. And that's what they do, is they literally schmooze and drop big names with everybody they can. That's how they work. So the $100 reward that hooks you. Right. Now, this is how it works, guys. Now, don't ever come to me and say, I've got X amount of dollars. You don't know what you're talking about. I take money out all the time, because the $100 withdrawal that hooks you, the following her instructions, so it wasn't easy. He installed a phantom wallet, which means you can go to the Apple Play Store and you can install any wallet you want. There's hundreds and hundreds and thousands of these wallets that you can download, and you can look at fake results. Yes, fake results. And just because just had to be a wallet that looked legit, but you won't find it on the Apple App Store. Well, these days you might, because they've got even a bit crazier in their old times. So the Phantom Wallet and connected to the site on October the 13th, 2024. He sent $664. So that was probably 1,000 Australian, I'm guessing. So that's what he did. Easy peasy. Then into ETH Phantom Wallet. I don't even know how to say that. We'll just have to read that rubbish.
Then into F5 Phantom.
Days later, the dashboard showed profit. Oh my God, that was so good. I've only just put my money in. The site allowed him to withdraw $100. That's me being stupid, but that's what they do. And this is the conversation I have with these not half-breeds, but they shouldn't say that. And I've already said it and I can't undo it because I'm live. But this is what they do every single time. They allow you to test the waters. He took out $100 of his $600 and got it back home. Oh my goodness, it must be real. Got you now. It's another hook. That's the tiny win is bait. It's there to make the platform feel real and safe, so you upscale. He did. Over the next week, he added more, reaching up to 10,000. Why wouldn't you? you can now see on your app. Apps don't lie. Yes, they do. By November, he kept reporting gains, and then came the push: lock your funds, lock your fate. So she pitched an AI. I have to read this, even though I know what it's going to say because it's really good. This is good stuff. So this is happening to people right now. Some people might be watching my video going, oh, that wouldn't happen to me. And then they're thinking, oh, I'm doing that. You need to listen.
She pitched AI Quantification, lock funds for 30 to 120 days, earning much more. She sent her own profit screenshots and started nudging emotions. Short-term pain, long-term gain. That line is a tell. Real investing doesn't need pressure, deadlines, or appeals to family goals. Grooming does.
Yeah. So that's why I've called it a romance scam, because she was showing him what she was doing and he was following her lead. So she's leading him to the butchers. She's fattening the pig. And she's already fattened the pig. She's just taken to the butchers. Oh, finally, you sold something. Right. So by the 20th of December, he had committed. Oh, I hate this and I feel for him. I'm going to read out the US amounts because this will appeal to my viewers. $109 US, 109,000 US dollars, taking all his family savings and a mortgage against his house. He put in far more than he could afford to lose. And I hate that expression. Only invest what you're prepared to lose. That is the dumbest expression ever. If you believe that's true, then go get your money in the bank and take out what you can afford to lose and throw it into the street. Because you'll get more enjoyment doing that than you will put it in any investment opportunity you see on the internet. I've never found an investment opportunity that has delivered on what they claim. One transfer was just one transfer would be about 10,000, I'm guessing, Australian dollars. He wasn't reckless. Sorry, I'm going to say that again. He wasn't reckless. He was groomed with friendly, affectionate chat, a consistent stream of profits, a working website, flattery, and a system that seemed perfectly legitimate. So she's got him in her sights, and she will have bosses behind her telling her what to say. They would be using strategies to keep him happy. They would be endorsing bad behavior, but with good mojos. They would be doing smiley emojis every time he did something that they wanted. Every time he went close to withdrawing the money, they would say long-term gain. Is it long-term gain? What do you say? Short-term pain, long-term gain. Oh, yes. Pay a fee to get your money out. No, this is the most dumbest thing. In mid-January 2025, so the beginning of the year, he tried to withdraw 35,000. And I honestly, I have the strips. I've actually got to show you. I just got to check them first, because I couldn't. I'm sitting here looking at this, going, "Oh my goodness!" I'll just have a look. Dex World. Let's have a look and see if I can find them. Just make sure there's no incriminating evidence here. Yeah, so we're good to go. All right, so we're going to chuck this on the screen. Hopefully I've grabbed the right one. That's where because we're live. Okay, so this is the conversation chat, right? And I'll just put that over there. And they started off saying, I only want to withdraw 35,000 because they've already tried to get the money. And now they've got, since your funds exceed the standard for opening a large amount channel, you need to open a large amount withdrawal channel. After completion, you can withdraw any funds. So first of all, they didn't say that. Just using their mentality, I would read this and go, well, what is the minimum investment that you can do without having to open a large amount channel? But if they said $5,000, then he would have started withdrawing it in $5,000 lots. So they have learned not to say that. They have learned it's exceeded the standard for opening a large amount channel. Don't give them any figures. That's the first telltale sign that you've lost your money. So make your heart beat in your chest. No, sir. But, sir, I don't have funds now. I cannot invest money at this stage. I am not a businessman. I do a job. I don't know what that means. Hello. If you, so that must be, I don't know. Anyway, I'm following. You can read this better than me. You've got eyes. Hello. If you don't open a large withdrawal channel, you will not be able to withdraw your cash. So this is when he's starting to really freak out. I don't have money at this stage. If you want, you can do a suitable deduction as a penalty and give some money to me. It's really urgent. So he's basically trying to manipulate her to help. I don't require you to open a large, I don't know, but you get the idea. I mean, every trick under the trade, I mean, you just about throw up in a bucket when you hear of this. But this is the, he was trying to withdraw 35,000. Next minute, I think the next minute is, they said how much he had to, yeah, here it is here. So I'll just put this back. I'll just see if I can do this. Anyway, we've got all the screenshots that are really interesting, but here you need to recharge 49,000 USDT on the platform, and the system will automatically open a large amount channel. After activation, will be automatically deposit into your account. So there they go. They're telling him that he needs to spend money to get his money. Mate, I'm not able to generate this money at this stage, but in March, April, I might get some funds. So he might have been stringing them along. At this time, I'm sure he'd be really freaking out. But I just, like, I'm not going to go on about it, but you get the idea. Every scenario, look, if you put your money in the bank, even though there might be a penalty if you withdraw your money and you break a maybe a long-term investment in the bank, you can still get your money out. With crypto, you don't have any of this bullshit, but it's just so hard to watch. I think, did I read that? I think I need to read the second part of that paragraph, probably from my brain more than yours.
This is the point where victims think they are one payment away from resolution. You're not. Whenever a platform demands new money to release your existing balance, that's a scam, not a policy.
Yeah. And it's actually, I don't know why I'm having a bad day, and this video is probably not my best video I've done. But these are bastards, aren't they? I mean, there's so many layers of sadness here, guys, because the person that is actually doing the conversation with them is working out of a human trafficking compound, and they have been told what to say. They answered an advert in the paper or on the internet, probably on Facebook, saying that they could have a job either working in Thailand or Myanmar or somewhere lovely, and they were going to have their flights paid for. So they jumped on an airplane, turned up in Thailand, which is normally where it happens, and then they say, can we have your passport so we can do all the paperwork? And then they tell them that the flights that they've just received actually weren't free. They have to pay for their flights back. They take these people and they transport them to Myanmar on the border of Thailand. And we've just had some people released from KK Park. I've been to the seminars. I've even helped the United Nations with a 106-page PDF with highlighting where all these human trafficking compounds are. They wanted me to know whether I knew where Ryan Jew is. Ryan Jew is a scammer with Sam Lee and Alan. Susie will probably put the name in the chat room. Joel, never get his name right, never. And anyway, long story short, they felt that Ryan Jew was associated with a human trafficking compound and were asking if I knew where I could find him. So anyway, they get locked up in these human trafficking compounds. I've got 150 to 200 videos access to them that were given to the United Nations to show the grievous bodily harm that people are going through. I saw somebody jump off a 10-story building and bounce on the ground in front of me. They're holding a camera at this building and I'm going, oh, what's that? And next minute, somebody falls through the sky and bounces. I've got photos of people being buried alive up to their neck in dirt, 5 people standing around. I've got people being tasered, hit with sticks, bruises all over their body. These are people who don't want to do the crime. These are people that have had their passports taken off them, been told they must work in these human trafficking compounds. They can't communicate with their families. And these are the people that this guy would have been communicating with. Why would we give the person he's talking to a hard time? They're not doing the crime. They are trapped. If they don't do it, they could be killed. This is what you're facilitating. So you might think, I'll have a dabble. I'll have a wee play, see if I can play the system. I don't know what you think, as Judge Judy would say. But anyway, that just, okay. So after he realized that he didn't want to put $50,000 in, so he could withdraw his $35,000. And I'm pretty sure if he wanted to withdraw $20,000, he would have had to withdraw $42,000. You know, they just make these figures up. There's no such thing. Let's listen.
Around this time, the tone shifted on a phone call. He says she started on Gaza war rhetoric, blamed Westerners and Jews, and asked him to bring in more people to raise funds. There are no messages or recordings, only his recollection. But it was enough for him to hit the brakes. He refused the fee, his account froze, her Facebook profile vanished.
Yeah, so when we started hearing all that sort of stuff, we sort of questioned it a wee bit because it was pretty off the cuff sort of stuff, hard to sort of follow. And we've got all the screenshots, but yeah, so that's where something shocked in his head and he decided to stop. So we're talking about the victim. It wasn't the $35,000 he couldn't get out that made him think it was. It wasn't the $49,000 he had to pay to get his $35,000 out. It was more the phone call that he got and the way he started talking. And also that to get his money out, he had to recruit other friends and family into it. So you might be approached by one person one day who'd be desperate and they're telling you about this awesome opportunity. Maybe they are a victim trying to get their money back. The laundering script. Is it laundering? I don't even know if that's laundering.
Laundering script.
Yep. Tell the bank it's for Sunway. Oh, what is this? Why do they make words so tricky?
For Sunway right.
I don't know. Okay, so let's, oh, right. Oh, yeah, this is the 1.93, but okay, let's have a go.
He posed as a cousin with 1.3 million Australian dollars ready by bank transfer. They bet. He was given Maybank, Labuan, details for Asia Digital Bank Limited, Labuan Investment Bank, and told to tell his bank the payment was for Sunway Right Management SDNBHD. That's not an investment workflow. It's a laundering script. If anyone instructs you to lie to your bank about the purpose of a payment, you're dealing with criminals.
So I quite like the strategy here. So sorry, I have read my own blog, I promise. But yeah, so he posed as a cousin and then said that the cousin wants to put 1.3 million in. He's using the same strategies they have. Big, large amounts, nothing's going to happen. But imagine if he isn't lying. Obviously, they've told him where to put the money and also what to tell the bank. So that's pretty shocking. When a scam sheds its skin. So after that, it rebranded itself. So here we go.
Up-Business.top went offline. Weeks later, a replacement site appeared, AliBarbit, Life. Same registrar family, same Arizona mailbox details, same Cloudflare masking, same single-page app that immediately wants a wallet connection. Different name, same hands. I ran the new site through a malware aggregator and it came back flagged malicious.
Yeah, so this is what we get. So this is still active today, and straight away you can plug in your wallet, and they can start showing you fake figures. You can't see that at the moment, but it's down the bottom. So I used a real cool website the other day, and I can basically come along to theheck.com, and if you want to, you can go to utilities, and you come down here, and I think it's called Virus Total. And with Virus Total, you can go URL and you can put the URL of this, what you think is an opportunity, and you can search and it will go away and it will come back and tell you that the website is 100% clean. But bloody hell, not doing any good for my video, which isn't going to help you at all. So that's a bit of a useless website. However, we did go into the website. We decided that it would be a good idea to right click on the website and go to view source. No, not view source. I'm not even good at doing this today. Right click and go inspect. And you can go through each each part of the website and find all the different types of wallets that they allow you to connect to, which is quite interesting. Above my pay scale, I won't deny that, but I thought that was quite interesting. So what we did is we used AI as much as we could to tell us how to go through and find different parts of this website to explore. And it did help us, and I felt like, ooh, we're going to have a different sort of tech update, but that's as far as we got. So we went through and tried to sort of break down exactly what we had here, and this is what we come up with.
What the evidence proves, and why it matters in Australia. He reported the case across jurisdictions, Australian Federal Police via the ACSC, Western Australia Cybercrime, plus FBI IC3, FTC, SEC, CFTC, FINRA, and Malaysia CCID, and archived every chat and screenshot. The technical footprint ties both sites together and points to the same operator group.
Yeah. So I did get a bit of feedback from when I produced this website and showed it to the victim. He said, looks good. He said, though, I wish if you could also mention the authorities' laid back attitude and neglect okay, so this is what I think. There's nothing incriminating in here. Just checking this. Okay, so this is what he sent me a message. If hopefully it says it.
Negligency despite scammers in touch all throughout after reporting, which could be a real chance to catch them. While the scam 2 scammer is still in touch and trying to convince me every day to invest more in this second scam.
So they rinsed and repeat. They've stopped one scam and they're going on to the next scam. They're messaging him every day. He's gone to the authorities and they've just looked at him like he's an idiot. They've done nothing. I've met this guy in a support group which specializes in helping people who want to hold up a sign and say, I got scammed $172,000. And I've met him and I said, I want to tell you a story, mate. I don't think I can help you. The first thing I want you to do is to know that I cannot get your money back. I'm not here to get your money back. I'm here to, what do you think Australia Federal Police are going to do? Do you think they're going to go over to Thailand, Myanmar? They're going to go to Malaysia and they're going to start an investigation. I've been talking to companies at the moment that actually go over there because they're so sick and tired of the police doing nothing. Now, for them to go over there and for me to go over there and start trying to track down where these individuals live or where they operate out of, it's just not going to happen. So there's no hope, 99.999% hope of ever getting your money back. And that's why the police are only interested in what happens in their neighborhood or in their country. So don't do work. Don't invest in opportunities. I mean, hindsight's a great and wonderful thing, but I don't have any money to invest. And if I did, I probably would have lost it all by now anyway, because I don't, that's what you do. But don't give it to crypto investments. Stay away from anything to do with trading, anything to do with crypto. Just stay away from it. It's not rocket science. Don't think that there's this amazing big solar system out there that hasn't been discovered called crypto, and you can stick yourself in there hardly knowing what to do and make yourself gazillions of dollars from artificial money that's only worth as much as somebody else is prepared to pay for it. Because it's just a joke. At the end of the day, the federal police, they're not crypto junkies. How are they going to fight a battle and go after it? I know this is terrible. So you've got communication with a scammer every day on your phone. Right now, today, our friend, our victim, can still message the person that took his money. She's working in a human trafficking compound, probably with tasers right behind her if she doesn't do it. She will get rewarded, and she'll be working a 16-hour a day. Her life is to scam Westerners left, right. Australia, New Zealand, perfect candidates. It's just, I'm not knocking you, and I'm so glad you've actually come and given me all this information. You've given me more information than I can poke a stick at. Look, I wish if you could also mention the authorities' laid back attitude. What can they do about it? It's not regulated. I'll be horrible and say, did you not know it wasn't regulated? Did you put your money in. Did you do a research about how old this company was? You know, and now they've rebranded themselves. You know, masking. You know, well, we found out some clever stuff, which I think this is what AI was trying to help me express, but even I don't know what it is these days. And do you guys know what it really is? All this crypto talk and all these big flash, the blockchain, but it's an easy one, smart contracts, what have we got? What else have we got? What's that other thing they call? DAOs, Decentralized Autonomous Association, I think it's called, or something like that, which means that people don't run it. It runs itself. Who created it?
Name silo registration with privacy proxies. Cloudflare fronting to hide origin.
Yeah. So you know what Cloudflare does? It's like a cover on a book. And the book may be the Bible, but you can put the cover on it saying that you're Satan. And Cloudflare basically protects. Now, I use Google Project Shield, and it protects my site against malicious attacks. That means that it's very hard for people to actually find the IP address that runs my website. However, about 2.5 months ago, we had somebody had managed to figure out the IP address, maybe through something or other, and they attacked us and got underneath that firewall. And just yesterday, I had John Citizen, who watches all my videos, tell me that he's been writing to Google Project Shield saying that I'm a fraudster and he wants them to remove my protection from my website. And I'm going, good luck with that, John. Anyway, John has also been writing me lots of really good reviews on Trustpilot, and I've got every single one of them removed. And John has also had his Proton Mail account shut down, which is crazy. Anyway, these wallet addresses. I assume if I search for these, which I never have, let's be the witness, let's see if these wallet addresses come up anywhere. Oh my goodness, they do. So look at this. I searched for the wallet address, and look, there's all these wallet addresses. Oh look, even already my my own romance scam exposed Australian man losers is coming up. So just by doing that, I found crypto scam tracker. I searched for the wallet address, and look, here it is here, and it says two color. Let's have a read. So that same address has been used by somebody else. Let's have a read of the scam.
2 California residents reported about their experiences investing on the crypto asset trading platform Up-Business. The first victim was approached by Ratty on Facebook, who suggested they continue their conversations on WhatsApp. Over time, Ratty began introducing the resident to crypto asset trading and eventually convinced the resident to invest with Ratty on the trading platform. Located at the website Up-Business.top, Ratty convinced the victim they used an AI trading program that would generate stable returns. Following Ratty's instructions, the victim invested funds on the platform and believed they were earning substantial profits on the platform. But when the victim tried to withdraw funds from the platform, they were not able to. All told, the victim lost more than $55,000 on the platform. The resident reported sending crypto to 0xBTanaBeka64CF.
No, I won't bore you with that. Okay, see a pattern here. Now, when was this posted? I'm curious. Does it have a date on this submission? I'm just wondering if this was before it, you know. So here's all the other addresses. So this isn't even the same scam. This is the same scam. What's the same address where the money goes, but similar story. Yeah, it just goes on and on. So you could search for a crypto wallet address. What's this one here? Explorer. I think you can, it's an Ethereum address. I don't know how to read crypto, but what I'm saying, if you're clever enough, go to the website, theheck.com, and you'll be able to find, so that's the same excuse, and that's the Department of Financial Protection and Innovation. They find it there. What's this one here for? We've got this here again. So there's the transaction here. Transfers. Somebody transfers some money. Let's see if we can click on that baby. I don't even know how much it is, but you can probably go through here and find other people that have sent money to this pretty girl. I think she's pretty. She's quite nice, really. Might give her a ring later. You know what I'm saying? No, wink. But hey, just don't get carried away. So then we could even go as far. Didn't come this far to only come this far. Is we'll now search for the other address, and let's see. We just chuck it straight into Google. And look, the only person that's got that address is me. So now you can click on that and you get the idea. Right, this is the other one that was really bad, was obviously the bank.
Bank route offered. Maybank Labuan, Asia Digital Bank Limited, Labuan Investment Bank, with a cover story referencing Sunway right management to slip past checks.
Yeah. Oh, hello, Microsoft Certified Trainer. I did see you in there a wee while ago. You have better odds at the casino than with crypto. Hold up. Exactly. Queen of Karma just come back and said, this is why regulation is necessary. So if you are taken, you have a chance. I mean, imagine regulating crypto. What a great idea. How cool would that be? Like, if you want to send crypto to Danny to Heck, we need to know where you live, your driver's license, your passport, your social security number. We need to know how we can track you if the transaction will fall over, because we want you to be liable for the transaction. Okay, now if you're not regulated, or haven't got a certificate for being able to trade with crypto in your country that you're based, then we don't want anything to do with you, because we can't track it when it all goes wrong. When you pay with a credit card, you know the beauty of that? You can dispute it with your credit card company. That's because you can go back to the credit card company and say, your customer over here has actually taken money off my card over here, and I didn't authorize it. Then they go back to the customer and they go to the customer, hey, Jimmy in New Zealand, or Danny in New Zealand, says that you didn't have the right to take his money. And then go, oh yeah, he purchased a garden hose from Danny. Oh, they go back to Danny. They go, hey, Danny, you purchased the garden hose. That was the name of the company that sold it. Oh, it was. Silly me. And they also have terms and conditions that state that you're not allowed to refund that garden hose after 3 months because it's, and then, oh, right. Okay. Well, thank you, credit card company. You protected us. That's called regulation. And I've got no garden hose. But anyway, that's what I'm sort of saying. Australians are not fridge targets. What the heck? What did I write here? I did read this, I promise. Let's have a listen.
Australians are not fringe targets here.
Fringe
They are
targets.
prime. The cross-border setup is designed so local police can't easily reach the servers, the accounts, or the culprits, unless victims preserve evidence exactly like this, and analysts follow the money to choke points such as exchanges, banks, and bridges. Read.
Yeah, so I'm entrepreneurial and I like keeping things local. I do drop shipping and my products all come from China, but if I can, I like to support local. If you're looking at investing, go find a cobber of yours that's got his own business. Look at his business. Tell him that you'd like to invest some money in his business and when you would like to help him build his business up. That's what an investment is. An investment that you put money into a phone or a tablet or a thing isn't an investment. Judge Judy would say she would not be happy. So read this before you connect your wallet. Okay, I'm reading it. Let's read it together.
Here's what I want Australians, and anyone else, to take from this case. If a stranger who just wants to learn trading nudges you to WhatsApp, understand why. Fewer witnesses, fewer reports, more control. If a site hands you an early $100 withdrawal, that's not proof it works. That's proof they know how to train trust. If a platform locks funds, pressures loans, or asks for a fee to release your balance, you're not investing, you're being herded.
Yeah, on to the next person. Sorry, guys, but it's true. Okay, last paragraph. Get this one. I'm going to read it and see how I get on. I'm going to read it like Queen of Karma. The Australian who shared this with me knows his money has gone. But he also knows lesson is worth more in public than being in silence. He has put it in. He has put it. If someone else offers huge return, there's something wrong with it. Oh, he's put it. I think we might actually go through and just make that a wee bit better. Let's go edit the post. I always say if you can do a job in 2 minutes, do it straight away. So let's go to that post because I didn't really realize that there's a quote. So I'm going to put that in a quote and I'm going to put that like that. And then I'm going to go back to here and update it. And now we're going to go to view the post. Oh, what happens now? How did my channel go last month? I had 199 new subscribers. I had 34,600 views, which is up by about 10,000. And watch minutes. People wasted 201 hours watching my videos. Thank you very much. That's cool. More stats. Let's have a look. Oh, it's on the screen over here now. Let's have a look at more stats. Analytics. Oh, look at that. It's gone up to $383 I'm going to get theoretically estimated next month. That's how much money I've made. Your channel got 22,000 views. Oh, that's last month's stats. Oh, that's pretty cool though, isn't it? Content. Look at that. Oh, the stats are amazing. Yeah, it's been pretty awesome being a YouTuber. It just bankrolls me all the way here. All right, so now we've got what we've got down to the end here. And there it goes. As he puts it, if someone offers you huge returns, there's something wrong with it. Spend a bit of money on real advice before you spend a lot on a lie. Oh. This scam number 1 of 2. The second one, different brand, same playbook, and it will be next. So we'll have a look at 2. We haven't done 2 yet. But if you wonder how we do these investigations, we use what we call OSINT. Open source intelligence. They're basically meaning that every claim made here can be backed by publicly read records. That means we've got lots of screenshots for this one, which is great. Archive web pages, well, we're showing you how great that was. Corporate filings, well, we could probably find corporate filings because just because you've got a registered company doesn't mean that you're real or in the business of handling people's money. Some of these, I've got a company, doesn't mean that I'm allowed to handle your money. Domain data. Well, there wasn't much to go with on there. Social media activity. Well, we saw pretty photos of family on Facebook, and we saw Facebook. Obviously, there's a Facebook group out there that's got your financial freedom in its foremind, and it wants to help you. Ignore all those and report them to Facebook. Don't get your Facebook account removed. That's what happened to me. Open block transactions. Well, we saw that we did have money in one of those. What are they called? I don't know what they're called. I am curious though, because if that's an Ethereum address, technically speaking, I should be able to go bookmarks. And we used to do this a lot. We've lost how to do it. So we go to bookmarks, blockchain. Is it blockchain? Blockchain. Oh yeah. So if it's Ethereum, I don't even know which one it is. Let's try Dexter's. So we'll go to Dexter's scanners. So you can come along here and pretend you're a genius. And you can put a crypto wallet address in some of these if you get the right one. So we'll look and see if I've got the right one. Probably not, but we'll have a look anyway. I'll press enter. Should I? Oop, later. No. Okay, no, wrong one. So don't go to DeFi. So we'll go back to DeFi. We'll go to Tron scan. See, I'm highly sophisticated when it comes to, hello, do you know which one it is? It's estimated that over 80% of people that invest in crypto lose money. Do you know why it's only 80%? Because the other 20 haven't woken up yet. We should make jokes about that. Sorry, it's not a Tron scan address. All right, DBank. We'll go to DBank home. All these things. I was trying to get into my Binance wallet yesterday. Oh, what a performance. And I'm thinking it must be, oh, hello, what's this down here? We got that? 47. Oh, this is exciting. So technically speaking, we are now, so I'm going to connect my wallet, which I don't know if I should do that online. I don't think I will. So technically speaking, we have now got a wallet address active for nearly, this is crazy. And this is what I don't like about it. So this wallet address that we've just done, I'm just going to go check it. Yep. So this wallet address here has been going for nearly 400 days. I can come down to transactions and I can see other money. I can sent. So $4,000 I was sent, 4,000 received. And that was some time ago. So I'm going to put that there. I'm going to go like that. I'm going to go to here. I'm going to go edit post. And I'm going to go find that address, which is there, highlight it. I'm going to go comma, paste, and then I'm going to make it so it opens a new window and go update. And I'm going to actually do the same for that one. But before we do that, I've got to make the noises. That one there. I'll see if I can bring up that one as well. Does that work? Transactions. that works as well. Does it tell you? It doesn't tell you it's got any money in it, though, does it? So that there, stream. I don't know if that's a good idea. Hold on a minute. 1 minute, please call it. I'll get myself all screwed up here, won't I? There. And then we'll go back to here. Search, enter. Did that work? I think it did work. Okay. So it's got no money in it, though, because some of these wallets that we look after, history. So I'm just going to go back here. And I don't even know why I'm doing this, to be honest, because I'm really high tech, 9, comma, that, open new link, done. And this one here, I'm going to just fix up something I saw here before. Edit, and I think I'll get rid of the history word at the end of it. There's no history word at the end of it. Is that right? No, there is no. All right, good. All right, so now what we've got, and we better make those bold. All right. And now we're going to go down to update. Alrighty, so now what we've done there, guys, we've just made your life a lot easier. So some of these wallet addresses we go to, and they have like $400,000 in them. So we're going to come down here now, and you can see, so we open up that one, opens up a new window, and you can go straight in there, and you can see they have no money in it at all. It's crazy. Well, we actually, I'll show you a bit of fun one. I'll see if we can find a fun one. There is one called, what did we do with that one? Oh, there was one the other day that was keeping an eye on, and it was one of Crypto G's did it, and it was actually like we used to really know this stuff really well. Like we can go into a master wallet address. It's the Chemico. So I think this is an old one, but this is Polygon, and we could actually watch these addresses and how much money they had in there, and we could watch people withdrawing money all the time, and it was crazy. And this is when they were doing what they call arbitrage trading, and we could see the transfer, and they would pay $1 to make somebody feel like they was doing a real transaction, and it was just all pancake swaps. But anyway, we're getting way off track. Look, I don't know if I've helped anybody today, but I think the point is, if you're wondering who I am, I've got a new thing here about the author. I'm Danny Heck, New Zealand-based YouTuber, investigative journalist, and an awesome researcher. I name and shame individuals who promote marketing fraudulent schemes through my YouTube channel, Danny Heck Investigations, which I've renamed it. Every video I produce exposes people. I've got my podcast out there, and I've just updated my podcast. If you haven't seen that before, it's called Danny Heck Investigations, and I've just added a little wee intro podcast about what I'm doing, and that's sort of me, really. So I'm sorry you've lost your money. I'm sorry that some of this may make you feel like sad, because it's true. These scammers are befriending people. We work in trust, and these scammers are professionals. They know what's happening. They horrify the bejesus out of me. You can see my face in the background here. I'm not looking very happy. In fact, it's not a very happy looking good Danny. I wonder if I can pull that face. Very similar though, isn't it? It's even my dimple. They managed to get my dimple. Well, even got a lot. That's amazing. I've even got that Scarface thing going on there. Ears. I've got about the same ears. Isn't that clever? And look, my glasses. Look, you don't recognise me now. I can't see anyway. So it's sad, isn't it? Yeah. Blockchain Explorer. Is that the one I want to have a look at? Let's have a look at that. Blockchain Explorer. Probably have to park your wallet on it, do you? Let's have a look. Blockchain Explorer. Blockchain Explorer. Now that's got 2 words. Oh my goodness. What's happening here? Well, let's have a look. Let's go back to Heck. We're going to learn something today. We go back to our Australian losers, 175,000. Sorry, 73,000. Get it right. Got to get it right these days. Here's our crypto addresses. This better be good. Microsoft certified trainer. Okay, here we go. And enter. Please wait while we process your request. It's an Ethereum address, which even I don't know what that means. But now we click on Ethereum, and what do we got? What have we got? Ready to knock. USDT, 0 balance. Texas in transactions. So when could we see the most? Because I'm guessing that this is money. Let's have a look. This is from to. So the to address is that what one is the to address? The to address is the B1. Yeah, B1. So what we've got is the money has come from. Yeah. So this is disgusting because what I'm assuming, I'm pretty sure I'm 90% right, is this is 3,800. This is 3,200, 1,000, 1,000, 12,000, 12,000, 28,000, 28,000, 4,500. This is money that they've managed to convince people to pay into that wallet. Isn't it disgusting? And we know that this wallet might have only been set up for this this one case. 10,000, 12,000, 4,000, 40,000, 45,000. Oh my goodness. I'll only read out the big ones. 5,000, 45,000, 45,000. Oh my goodness. Let's go page 3. So this theoretically could have been our guy. This is not even, it goes off to page 4. Okay, 31,000. Oh, this is just heartbreaking. It actually upsets me. 21,000, 42,000, $97,000. All money that these scammers have managed to get out of people, and we're still going. Not reading anything. $10,000 just about. This is just like the humanity. This is like the Seilenberg disaster, isn't it? Just reading this figure, 16,000. No, sorry, 1,600. Get it right, Danny. 10,000 there. Now we're on to page 6. Why does it keep doing this? We have to go through that slow. 800 or 5,000, 5,000. Oh, somebody's just realized I've just lost 2,000, 23,000. Oh my God, that's not. It is 100. It can't be 130. Is that 138,000? It has to be, doesn't it? 138,000. Oh, it looks like a transfer wallet. So it transfers to a different crypto wallet, which transfers until everything they go into the bank. How do you know so much about crypto? What do we call it? The queen of 139,000. Oh, look, it's just the humanity, as they say. I'm going to see if we can go to the end, see how they started. How many wallets? Look, we're up to page 12, 13, 14. I'm just going through them now, machine gun style. 19, 20. So this is the whole wallet. I just saw 22,000, 18,000. I'm just, I'm just trying to go through these as fast as I can. Oh, and it's just horrible. 53,000. Oh, so all the money is paid into this wallet from people and then transferred out, I assume. Are we still on the same one? From. Oh, we found the end. 39. That's it. We got to the end. The end. The end is nigh. The final curtain. All right, lots of sadness. Lots of sadness there, guys. Well, I hope other people want to come forward and tell me about the investment opportunity. I hope I weren't taking the piss out of that lovely gentleman. I just think it's sad. I just want to thank him for telling us his story. And I hopefully that this video may get in front of somebody else who might be befriended by some lovely person that they've known for months on the internet. And they're trying to encourage them to invest. If anyone tells you to invest your money and tells you what you should do with your money, tell them to F off and just get rid of them out of your life. Because it's just, this guy's, I've met him face to face on a video. I'll say face to face on a video. Can you have that? Suppose you can. Lovely guy. Told me his story and he's just lost his money. It's a sad day. Hope you enjoyed watching that video and we'll come back with part 2. If you've got any questions, you know what to do. You can literally, like, easy peasy, post a comment. It's not rocket science. A lot of people don't post many comments on my video. I don't know if that's because I answer every single one personally. Maybe I should just ignore you guys and let you have a field day. Or maybe it's because you're ashamed that you've lost money and you don't have anyone to talk to, and you think that talk about it. The best thing you can do is talk to a friend. And the best thing you can do before you're going to invest, go along to a financial regulator advisor and ask whether this is a good, sound investment advice. It might cost you a couple of grand to talk to one of those guys, but this guy would have saved $170,000. Now they've sucked every part of his life out of his mortgage, and it's just horrible. Don't know what to say, really.